represent the Brooklyn Nets, taking on the Detroit Pistons.
Here we go.
You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. To the paint. Here's Bagley. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
It's Curry with the drive, and the basket is good.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Bagley with the bucket.
And at this stage, this is where Bagley feels most comfortable. I mean, knows he has the size and touch to score inside.
And then Durant with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam, because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
The shot's good from Bay.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant, moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
Irving.
Irving
Takes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Brooklyn with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons. Outside Irving. 5 to shoot. Here's Durant. Bagley with the rebound.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. Bagley's got 6.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
Bay wide open, and he fires. Another 3 for Detroit.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle people.
And finish off by Bagley.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Slashing to the rim with so much precision and skill. Irvin, nearly impossible to contain when he spots a lane and decides to drive.
Bagley. And finish off by Bagley.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
That'll be a Pistons timeout.
And a different look here for the Pistons. And so Grant will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 6-point lead to the inside. Bagley, no good. Brooklyn with the ball. And finished up by Katie.
You know, Simmons is a platinum-level passer, and he has a really good understanding of when his teammates are open.
Over in the corner, Cunningham. Detroit, no good that time either. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside for Simmons. No good from outside. Pistons leading by 4. Here's Bagley. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And I tell you what, when Bagley plays with energy, it is difficult trying to stop him. Awesome at just staying on the attack. I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd pleasing already.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Pistons lead by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And we've heard some talk, Greg, about the possibility of NBA expansion. What do you think about that?
Kevin, I think it would be great for the league. I mean, I played in Seattle for a season, and I know they would love to have a team back in the Great Northwest.
To the middle. Claxton, no good. Pistons leading by 4. They double him with Simmons. Pass to Bagley. Pistons passing it around. And the dunk by Grant.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill. I mean, tremendous athleticism from the Syracuse alum.
Timeout called the Nets. What I really love about Jeremy Grant is his work ethic. He's really put in time to improve his scoring.
Specifically, his jump shot. For a while, he didn't have the consistent 3-ball. Now, you got to at least honor it.
Nets trail by 6. Down low. Outside for Durant. A 3-ball. Rebound, Detroit. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Cunningham. Now Grant puts the move on. And that's 2 points on the layup. Grant's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now Joseph still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Bagley. Back to Grant. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you can see why Cunningham elicits comparisons to Luka Doncic. Can control the pace of the game, very high basketball IQ, and shows a maturity beyond his years.
And also like Doncic, Cunningham can put the offense on his back and carry it.
He could put up 50-plus numerous times in his career because he has deep range, can break down defenders off the dribble, and if you run 2 at him, he will immediately find the open man.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. And Durant comes to help. Pass to Olynyk. Out to Lee. Here he goes. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
That's Curry's shot there. I mean, he's out there to catch and fire away when he's got room.
Inside. Here's Diallo. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Diallo's got his first points in this one. To the paint. Here's Claxton. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And one of the more versatile players in this league. Simmons gives you assists, rebounds, steals, and he continues to develop as a scorer.
And Brooklyn making a change here. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And of course, Greg, Simmons gets the majority of his points from the foul line down.
And a one-man wrecking crew in transition. Excellent at driving the ball in the half court. And once he gets downhill, he is tough to stop.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
That one drops.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Nets trail by 10. Outside, Simmons. And he lays it straight in.
The interior game of Simmons is rock solid. When he gets a matchup he likes, he knows exactly how to exploit it.
Right side, Joseph. Bagley, no good. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. And Drummond throws it down.
Really good energy and effort by Drummond, the big man running the floor there.
The drive by Bagley. Back to Grant. And it's sent back by Drummond. To the middle. Here's Claxton. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
So valuable on the defensive side of the ball. Simmons goes beyond versatile, Clark. He can guard 1 through 5 at a very high level.
Well, Kevin, you start with his tremendous athleticism for a guy that's a legitimate 6'11". He takes pride in defending, and he's disruptive as well as disciplined.
Here's Stewart. Crafty move. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Drummond.
Andre Drummond picks one up. For Detroit, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And the Pistons making a change here. Nets trail by 6. Pass to Simmons. Here's Claxton. Yep, that one goes in there. Claxton's got 6.
Man, I love how Simmons sets the floor up. So good at spotting his teammates for high-quality shots.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pistons ahead. Up 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nets trail by 4. Joseph with the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
The drive by Simmons. Count it.
Simmons.
Simmons got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Nets.
Remarkable athleticism of Simmons right there. Driving to the cup. When he's doing that, you need to get out of his way.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Andre Drummond.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And really the potential Bagley has is so exciting. Just an absolute menace on both ends. And you can tell he wants to be great.
A nice shot by Simmons.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Bagley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, he's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul it.
And so Bagley nails them both. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Nets. Trailing by 4. And Drummond throws it down.
Another day, another chance at the rim for Drummond. This is where he likes to do his best eating.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
Pistons foul.
And the call will be against Marvin Bagley.
The third.
That's his first foul.
Substitution for your Pistons. Jeremy.
Down low.
Grant.
Here's Durant. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Cade Cunningham.
And 12 points for KD.
Kevin Durant.
And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Despite their record, there is optimism around the Detroit Pistons. Killian Hayes said, "We have a fun team. We love seeing each other succeed. We've got a bright future." Coach Dwayne Casey says, "If we bring the same type of intensity, toughness each and every night, then good things will happen." Kevin, back to you.
Detroit tough. Good stuff, DA. Thanks.
Marvin Bagley the third.
Here's Joseph.
Bay.
To the inside. Bagley. Left side, Grant. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And on the way from Irving for 3. Joseph with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Durant, no good. So it's the Pistons now. They've led by as much as 10. They double him with Simmons. Down low. Here's Bagley. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And it's Simmons penetrating. The shot's good from Claxton.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
To the right side. He's got room. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Joseph, extremely unselfish and consistent when it comes to dishing the rock.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
For your Pistons. Brooklyn timeout all.
There's 1:26 left here in the third quarter. And here's KD for three. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Inside. Here's Olynyk. Out to Lee. Clock at 4. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Durant in the corner. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
On the wing, Lee. Outside Jackson. Launches it. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Pistons lead by 3.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Here's Claxton. It's deflected. Here's Jackson. On the wing, Lee. Pass to Olynyk. Buries it down low.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
It's intercepted. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Pistons lead by 5. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Detroit leading by 5. In the corner, Bay with it. Drills it from outside.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Simmons with it. A second chance effort. And there's the nice layup by Drummond.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Outside, Simmons. To the middle. Here's Claxton. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Thank you, David. Durant at the elbow. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn.
They double him with Simmons. And stolen by Kyrie Irving to tie it up. And he lays it up and in. Irving's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
Tell you what, this is what Irving can do now. He'll leak out and then make the right read in transition.
To the paint. Here's Stewart, and it's denied. Out of bounds, Pistons balls. Detroit keeps possession.
Substitution for your Pistons.
Here's Joseph.
Marvin Bagley III.
Right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. Durant for 3. Bagley with the rebound.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Claxton. And the layup is good. Claxton's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Coming on the floor for your Pistons. Sadiq. Hey.
And here are the Pistons. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Grant. Pistons passing it around. And stolen by Drummond. Down low. Here's Claxton. And down goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifting, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. It's tied at 58. 1:44 left to play here in the fourth. .141 left in the game. In the corner, Drummond with it. Outside, Simmons. 6 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Good on the shot. Drummond's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
Really a good decision turning to Drummond in this spot. Needing a big basket, and he goes and gets it.
Cunningham. Kept alive. Pass to Bay. Here's the 3. Here's Cunningham. That 3 off the mark. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That's foul number 2 for him. The Nets on offense. They're on a 16-6 run. A wide open look for Durant. It's good.
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
Pass to Bay. 3-pointer. Got it. And what a sensational bucket to put them within 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot. Hey, when the game is tight and snug, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to do so.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Fires the three. Trifecta.
You know, Grant is the kind of guy that doesn't back away when things get tight. I mean, he always is ready to score if the opportunity is there.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Simmons. Back to Katie. From deep three-point range. Buries the triple. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Well, Durant knows the team looks to him for this. These kinds of moments, the intensity of the moment never rattles him.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Here's Cunningham.
And just easy to see why people are so high on Bagley. His ability to deliver there in the clutch is impressive.
And so it's the Pistons who come out on top here. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win. And